In previous class or previous lecture, we have solved few examples on SFD and BMD. SFD means what? To drawing shear force diagram and to draw bending moment diagrams. Okay. As you know that beam are loaded with different loads, maybe point load, maybe UDL, maybe UVL. So we'll see initially few standard cases of beams. Okay. Standard cases means what? Whenever there are application of specific load. Suppose case number 1. So case 1 is simply supported beam with point load. Point load means what? Central point load. Here this distance L will be exactly half where W is acting. This is called as point load or concentrated load. Okay. Sometimes in the examination or in competitive examination, in many competitive examination, you are having these standard cases. Means you have to write down directly formula for Mmax or formula for shear force, maximum shear force, maximum bending moment. This question is like this. Suppose in one of the examination question is asked like this: simply supported beam loaded with UDL. So what is the maximum shear force and maximum bending moment? This type of question normally asked in standard cases. Okay. Now see the first case. Simply supported beam with central point load. Central means what? Half to the span. Now whenever load is at center, this total load W will be divided half to this support and half to this particular support. Okay. As there is a no horizontal load acting, so horizontal component of this support reactions will be 0. Okay, means only here reaction will be Ra, here reaction will be Rb, and here Ra and Rb will have same value, that will be equal to Ra is equal to W by 2 and Rb equal to W by 2, because this W will be divided into half. Now if you want to draw SFD, shear force diagram, you can see here reaction will be W by 2. Okay, so initially you have to draw horizontal line. Okay, horizontal line, then as reaction is W by 2 upward, so move W by 2 upward, then there is no load between A to C, horizontal line, then there is a point load of W here, then this W by 2 plus W by 2 minus this W, plus W by 2 minus W, it will be minus W by 2. Minus means what? Below this line will be minus. This will be minus W by 2. C2B no load, horizontal line. Then there will be reaction here RB equal to W by 2. So here it is minus W by 2 plus this reaction W by 2, it will be 0. This ordinate will be 0. So this is called as shear force diagram. Now to draw bending moment diagram, here only one silent point is there where you can find out the bending moment, that is center. As you know that these reactions are W by 2, W by 2. So if you take moment about C, what will happen here? See W by 2, this W by 2 reaction into perpendicular distance up to C is L by 2. Means W by 2 into L by 2, it will be WL by 4. Means this maximum reaction under point C will be WL by 4. Okay, means in standard case when beam is loaded with point load, maximum shear force will be W by 2 and maximum bending moment will be WL by 4. Okay. Similarly, for UDL, when entire beam is loaded with UDL, reactions will be total load is W, means over the span this load will be WL. Okay, W into L will be the total load, and the W into W into L, that load will be divided half. Means so how will be the reaction? WL by 2, WL by 2. Okay, and then similarly draw horizontal line WL by 2 upward minus this total W into L. WL by 2 minus WL, you will get minus WL by 2, means you will reach to this point. And here there one reaction, that is WL by 2 upward. If you move upward, shear force diagram will close. And if you take moment of this WL by 2 at center, okay, so WL by 2 into L by 2 up to center, okay, this will be the moment of this reaction WL by 2 into L by 2 up to center. Okay, and WL by 2 into L by 2 minus this W into L by 2 up to center. What happened? Now this will rotate clockwise and this WL by 2 will rotate anti-clockwise. Means WL by 2 into L by 2, that will be the moment of this this reaction up to center minus this W into L by 2 up to center. This UDL you have to deduct. W into L by 2 into half of UDL WL by 4. You will get this ordinate WL by 4. It is not minus. It is only WL square by 8. That will be the maximum bending moment. Now, similarly, there are standard cases like moment. Only moment is acting on the beam. At that time, shear force diagram. Here reaction will be plus M by L and here it will be minus M by L. Means whenever there is a moment only, shear force diagram will be only a rectangle. Okay, we will move WL M by L upward and we will move M by L downward, and this will be the bending moment diagram. You just you should know the standard coordinate. This is ML2 by L. This will be plus ML1 by L. L1 means this particular span, L2 means this span. Now cantilever beam with point load, it is also a standard case. In that case, shear force will be W and BMD means maximum bending moment will be minus WL by. Whenever there is overhanging portion or cantilever portion, moment is always negative. Why negative? Because it will hog the section, hogging. You know that whenever load is downward, it will try to bend this section downward like this. It will bend like this. To balance this bend, you have to apply moment in this direction. Means entire section will bend like this. This particular curve is called as hogging curve. In case of simply supported case, what happens? Bending is like this. Because both the ends are supported, bending is like this. So in this case, it will be hogging. So bending moment will be positive. And in case of cantilever, it will be, in case of simply supported, it is sagging. And in case of cantilever, it is hogging. Cantilever or overhang, in that case, it will be hogging. Now another standard case, cantilever with UDL. In that case, shear force will be WL by 2 maximum and bending moment will be WL square by 2. Okay. So here this is drawn below the line, it will be negative. This BMD will be negative. This is simply supported, this is cantilever beam with UVL, uniformly varying load. Okay. So maximum shear force will be WL by 2 and maximum bending moment will be WL square by 2. And here it is, this is a linear line. Linear line means first degree variation of load, then second degree will be in case of shear force, and third degree will be in case of bending moment. Okay. So these are the few standard cases everybody should know because these are asked in many competitive examinations or in MCQs. So everybody should know about the standard cases, their shear force variation nature and bending moment variation nature with their maximum coordinate points. Okay. Now we'll see few example where simply supported beam is loaded with point load and UDL. Now you can see the simply supported beam 10-meter span subjected to 2-point loads 10 kilonewton each at 2 meter and 4 meter from support E. So these are the A and B2 supports. There are 2-point loads of 10 kilonewton at 2 meter and 4 meter from support E. So this point load is 2 meter from support A. Second point load is 4 meter from support A. It also carries a UDL of 5 kN per meter over a span of 4 meter from support B. From support B up to 4 meter span, it carries UDL and intensity is 5 kN per meter. Per meter is 5. Okay, means total spreads over 4 meter means this total load will be 5 into 4. Okay, 20. Okay, so now to find support reactions. Okay, as there is a no horizontal load or inclined load, so Fx will be 0. Take summation of Fy equal to 0. So when summation of Fy is taken, at A point reaction will be Ra, at B point reaction will be Rb. Sometimes these supports are directly given as Ra, Rb, or sometimes it is given as a hinge or it may be given as a roller. You have to remove roller and hinge and you have to show the number of unknowns like this, Ra and RB. So upward positive, downward negative. You start from this point. Upward is positive means what? Plus RA minus 10 minus 10 minus 5 into 4. Okay. UDL is minus 5 into 4 plus RB equal to 0. Okay. So what I did here, I have added upward positive and downward load as a negative. So by adding this RA plus RB you will get 40. Okay. So this 5 4s are 20 plus this 10 plus this 10. This will be total minus 40. On right side it will be plus 40. So RA plus RB equal to 40. Equation number 1. Now, to find out the support reaction, either RA or RV, now take moment about any one point. Okay, suppose point A. Okay, so take moment about A. Moment about A of RA will be 0 because there is no perpendicular distance. To have the moment, you should know what is the force and their perpendicular distance. Now, take moment about it. This 10 into 2. Okay, clockwise we are going to take clockwise positive, anti-clockwise negative. Or you can take vice versa. Anti-clockwise positive, clockwise negative, no problem. Okay, as per your convenience, you can take the sign convention. But here, you should differentiate clockwise direction, anti-clockwise direction. Sign convention doesn't matter which you are taking positive or negative. So for simply, I will take what positive? This clockwise will be positive. Means about point A, this 10 is rotating clockwise. It is rotating clockwise. UDL rotating clockwise. And RB rotating anti-clockwise. So I will take it as a negative. Okay. Means moment. Take moment about A. 10 into 2 positive. 10 into 4 positive. This total UDL will be 5 into 4. And where this UDL will act? It will act at the center of 4 means 2 meter from support B. From support B 2 meter, it means from support A it will be 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus this central distance up to center 2 is total 8. Okay, and total load will be 5 into 4 into 8 about 8. So same I have written here. Okay, 5 into 4 into 8 minus this RB into total span is 10. Why minus? Because this RB is rotating anti-clockwise and these all loads are rotating clockwise like this. So by taking this you will get value of RB. RB as a 22 kilonewton. Sorry, and then RA as a 18 kilonewton. Okay, because if RB is 18, total is 40. 40 minus 18 you will get 40 minus 22 you will get 18 as a RA. So we got RA 20, RA 18, RB 22. Okay. After getting reaction, you have to draw SFD and BMD. Okay. So I have shown same thing here. RA 18, RB 22. Okay. If you want to draw shear force diagram, draw horizontal line. Okay. And start drawing shear force diagram. You can start drawing from B point or you can start drawing from A point. Okay. If you uh, starting to draw the SFD from B point, then it will be upward, positive upward, and then this portion will be downward. If you are starting from this side, it will move upward and then it will move downward. Okay, you will get somewhat reverse diagram. Okay, suppose in normal cases, everybody is taking this left side. So starting with support A. Okay, to draw SFD, draw horizontal line, zero shear force here. RA is 18, so move by 18 upward. No load from A to C, horizontal line. After reaching to point C, okay, so this 18 minus 10, 18 minus 10, it will be 8. Okay, no load from C to D, okay, 8. Initial shear force 8 minus this 10, it will be minus 2. Okay, below this line it shows minus, no need to write down here minus. No load from D to E, horizontal line. Now from E to B there is a load of 5 into 4. Okay, 5 into 4 means 20. So this minus 2, okay, no load here up to this point means minus 2 will be as it is, minus 2 minus this 5 into 4 minus 20 means minus 2 minus 20 means minus 22. Minus 22 you will reach here, and here there is a reaction of plus 22 RB. when you move by plus 22 upward, this shear force diagram will close. Below this particular line, negative, above this line will be positive. Even you can hash this external part of the diagram. In few books, you will find that this external boundary is hatched. Okay. Now, this is shear force diagram. From shear force diagram, you can draw shear force calculation, or initially also you can show the shear force calculation. Shear force at E to the left. Wherever there is a two values, it shows first value is left, second value is right. Okay. So first value is 0 here, second value is plus 18, means at right. Shear force at A to the right. Now at C point there are two values, means shear force at C to the left 18. Now shear force at C to the right 8. Okay, here this one 18 minus 10. Now shear force at D to the left minus this is plus 8. Shear force at D to the right it is minus 2. Okay, shear force at E it will be 2 because here there are no values, here only single value. Whenever there is a single value, just write down shear force at E. Whenever there are two values of shear force, you must write down left and right. Okay, first value left, second value right. If you reach to point B, where first value is shear force at B to the left, that is minus 22, shear force at E to the right 0. Okay, so these are the two values. Now to find out the bending moments. Now you can say bending moment. Shear force is known 18. Here it is 22. Shear support reactions. Now to just take moment about these points. Now A and B are simple supports. That's why moment at A and B are 0. Means here you just draw horizontal line with 0 ordinates. So A and B moment is 0. Now you have to find out moment at C, moment at D, okay, moment at E and moment at center of this UDL, because that will be the also one of the point. That point is F. Now moment at A and B is 0. So moment at C point. C means what? This point. If you take moment about C from this side, it will be 18 into 2. Okay, 36. It is 36. So I have written here it is 36. Now moment at D, what will be the moment at D? Is 18 into 4. Up to D, what happened? This RA will be positive. This RA into 4 minus this 10 into 2. Up to D, this second point load should be deducted because it is anti-clockwise and RA is clockwise. So 18 into 4 minus 10 into 2. Same thing I have written here. 52 will be the bending moment below point D. Now bending moment at E point it is 48. So take moment at E point. E means what? You have to measure the distances from E point. So 18 into 6 up to E. Okay, that will be clockwise. 10 into this 2 plus 2, 4 minus 10 into 4 minus this 10 into 2. Okay, so we'll get 48. That is shear force at E. Now shear force at this F. Simple way you can calculate from this point or from A point, no problem. If you find out from this point, it will be simple. 22 into 2, we have to find out at center. 22 into 2, 44. Okay, for 22 into 2, 44 minus is 5 into 4 into 2. Okay, is 5 into not 4, 5 into 2, because we have to calculate at center. Is 5 into this 2 into distance from center of this 2 means 1. Means 5 into 2 into 1, you will get the bending moment at F point. Okay. If you want to calculate from A point, then you can take moment up to this particular point F from right side. Okay, it will be also okay, no problem. Okay. Now this is shear for bending moment diagram. So here maximum bending moment is 52. Next one, problem number 2. A simply supported beam carries a UDL of 70 kN per meter over a span of 3 meter from left support E. Draw SFD and BMD. Now you can see this is simply supported beam but carries only UDL. And intensity of UDL is 70 kN per meter. It is over a span of 3 meter. Okay. Now first of all you have to find out support reactions, that is RA and RB. So here Fx is 0 means what? No load in x direction. So Fx will be 0. Now Fy equal to 0. Fy equal to 0 means what? Upward positive, downward negative. What are the upward reaction? RA is upward, Its RB is upward, means both will be positive, and minus load will be negative. What is the load intensity? 70 kilonewton per meter spreads over 3 meter. Means it will be 70 into 3, that is downward. Okay. So how we will write this? Plus RA minus 70 into 3 plus RB equal to 0. Then you will get RA plus RB is equal to 7 3s are 21. So 210, equation 1. Now to find out support reaction or any one reaction, you take moment either at A point or moment either at B point. Okay. So if you take moment about A, moment of RA at A will be 0. Then moment of UDL will be 70 into 3 into 1.5. That will be moment of load, and then minus this RB. RB into perpendicular distance is 5 plus 3, 8. Minus RB into 8 equal to 0. You will get RB 39.375. Okay. So actually it is 39.375. Okay. It is wrong here. It is not 3.375. It is 39.375. And by deducting it from 210, you will get RA. After getting RA and RB, now next part is very simple to draw is SFD and BMD. Now RA is 170.625 and RB is 39.375. This is 39.375, this value. Now starting with this particular point, draw horizontal line to draw SFD. Then here first ordinate is 0. Move by this reaction 170.625 upward. 0 plus 170.625 minus 70 into 3. Okay. कहाँ से माइनस करना है? रिएक्शन 170.625 है, उसमें से माइनस क्या करना है? 70 into 3 up to which point? If you are taking total span 3 up to C point, means whenever you will reach to point C, from RA you should deduct 70 into 3, then you will reach to this particular point. सिंपली आपको करना क्या है कि कैलकुलेटर में पहला वैल्यू लेना है 0 प्लस 170.625 माइनस 70 into 3, you will reach to minus 39.375. You will get this ordinate. There is no load from C to B, horizontal line. If you reach to point B, there is a vertical reaction of 39.375. If you move it by 39.375, you will get 0 ordinate. Now this is shear force diagram. Okay, but here you will observe that shear force diagram changes sign. Okay, positive to negative. Whenever shear force diagram changes sign, it shows that it is the point of contrafracture P. Here P is the point of contrafracture. So as this is the linear segment, straight line. So by using similar triangle up to this point, okay, you can consider this particular triangle like this. Okay, so this ordinate is 170.625 and this right side is 39.375. Okay, if you assume that this distance is x up to this particular point P, remaining will be 3 minus x because it is acting over total 3 meter. If you take similar triangle, x upon 170.625 will be equal to 3 minus x upon 39.375 or vice versa. You can take like this also, 170.625 by x equal to 39.375 by 3 minus x. By solving this, we will get value of x. And after getting x is the distance of point of contrafracture P from this support E. Whenever there is a point of contrafracture in shear force and bending moment diagram, at that point shear force or bending moment, at that point shear bending moment is maximum. Where shear force is 0, bending moment is maximum. Means at point E, P, bending moment will be maximum. That is called as point of contrafracture. Now we'll go for bending moment calculation. Okay, so we have marked that at point P, distance is 2.4 meter. It is the point of contrafracture where bending moment will be maximum. Okay, so here, so I have taken moment about the significant point. What are the significant point here? Point C will be significant point. Point of contrafracture is also there, and center of UDL will be also one of the significant point. Center of UDL means what? 1.5 meter from E. Means you can take moment about 1.5 meter from E, that is center of UDL. Point of contrafracture P means at distance of 2.4 meter, and you can take moment about point C, which is 3 meter from A. Now take the moments. Moment at A and B will be 0 because they are simple support points. Now take moment about C first. C means what? This 3-meter point from support E. Okay. So what will be the moment? 170.625 is the reaction upward reaction. Is 170.625 into 3. Okay, into 3. I have written here. Minus is 70 into 3 into 1.5. This will be the moment at point C. Same thing I have written here. 196.875. Now take moment about P. P means what? Point of contrafacture. Here bending moment must be maximum. So take moment about P. So 170.625 into 2.4. Clockwise positive, anti-clockwise negative. Minus 70 into 2.4 into 2.4 by 2. That is 1.2. It is 2707.9 kilometer. So that is the moment at point P. And then take moment at 1.5 meter from E, center of UDL. 170.625 into 1.5 minus 70 into 1.5 into 0.75. We are taking moment up to center. So it will be 70 into 1.5 into half of 1.5, 0.75. That will be the moment at point 1.5 meter from E. Okay. So these are the three moments where maximum is under point of contrafacture. So this will be the maximum bending moment point, and then you just connect all the points. Now here there is a no load between C to B, so it should join by straight line. Whenever there is a UDL, it should be second degree curve, means everywhere there should be curve under UDL. Under UDL there should be curve, and there is a no load, means it must be straight line. So here you have to write down straight line or first degree line. Here you have to write down parabola or second degree line, and close all these diagram. This will be the bending moment diagram. Okay. So for today's lecture, it is sufficient. Thank you. Few problems we will see in next lecture. Thank you.